Hi, in this video I will demonstrate how you can install or set up WordPress on your domain one.com without using WordPress one-click solution on one.com. I assume before we continue that you already have installed FTP application to transfer files with, and I also assume that you have your own domain. If not, please download the FTP client program, FileZilla. It's free. And please go and buy your own domain and then come back. Good. So the first thing we need to do is now to go and download WordPress from wordpress.org. So I will now enter wordpress.org. And here in the right corner you see Get WordPress. Please click on this call to action button. Next, scroll a little bit down and now you will see we have a blue call to action button in the mid that says download WordPress 5.0.3. Please click on it. And now you will see that it will begin immediately to download wordpress.org. And it's downloaded, and if you click on the file that says show in Finder, you will see now that we have downloaded a zip file. If you double click on this file, it will begin and unextract it. And now we see that we get a folder with the name WordPress and a number 3. The reason why I get the number 3 is because I have other editions or similar files with the name WordPress, and this is actually the third time that I'm doing this, so therefore I have the character or letter 3 after the word WordPress. Never mind. The next thing that we're going to do is to rename this file. So you will go and say rename, and I will rename this file to basic WordPress with small letters and without special characters and without any spaces. So basically it will be basic WordPress, and now I can click on the enter button. The next thing that we're going to do is now to open the file transfer protocol FileZilla client. So I will now open FileZilla. Good. And what you need to do now, you need to actually go and enter your host name. Here up in the left corner it says host name. Please enter your host name, and then you need to enter your username, and then you need to enter your password. The port field should be number 22, and then you can click on the quick connection button. But I am already connected, so I don't have to do it. And I can see that I have on my right side, I have my domain web server and all the folders and all the files. And on the left side, I have all my local files on my local machine. So what I need to do now, I need actually to go and find the folder basic WordPress. So I will have to find the correct path. So I will go up here in the path, and I will go and remove this part. So it says users, and then my username, and the folder downloads. And when I do this, I will then come to the right folder. Now I need to go and see if I can find my folder basic WordPress. So I will scroll a little bit down and see if I can find it. Here we have it. So this is the folder, and the next thing you need to do is to ensure that you are on the right folder. So on the right side on my domain, I am on the folder httpd.www, and this is the correct place. So what I need to do, I need to drag basic WordPress from the left side to the right side, and I will do it like this. I'll try again, and this time it works. So you see that it's beginning and transferring the files from my client side and to my remote, which is my domain, remote side. This will typically take a few minutes. Good. So the transfer process is now completed. So I will now close this window with FileZilla. And the next step is to log on to your domain on one.com. So I will now write one.com, and I will now go to the control panel here in the right top corner. And here I will enter my credentials. And now I'm logged in to one.com. I'm on the control panel. And here I will have to scroll a bit down, and I will go and find the folder or the section that says File Manager. So please click on File Manager. So this is another way to go and view all your files on your domain. And here you see we have the folder that we just transferred with FileZilla client, basic WordPress. Double click on it, and here we see all the subfolders and all the files. Here we need to click on the file index. But before you click on the index, you should click on this little box to the left side. Check it, and then go up here and find the I, which says View, and click on this one. And this will actually begin the installation process. So now you see it shows my domain and the folder that I uploaded to my domain, and this is actually the setup process where you can now set up WordPress. And I will actually also show how you can set up WordPress. So I will click on the language will be English, and I will say continue. And now it says something about your database name, your username, your password, and your host and table prefix. I will just continue. So we need to find a name to my WordPress. Sorry, we need to go and find out what our name is to the database, and what is our username, what is our password, and what is the database host, and what should the table prefix be. So what you need to do now is you need to log on to your one.com, and we already are logged into one.com. So here we go back, and here we need to find the section that says PHP and database. So here we have, and this is the blue cylinder. So I will click on this section, and here we have all the information that we need. So the host name is here, so I will copy host. This is my host name. Right click and say copy, and I will go back to this window where it said host name. So host name is this one, so I will now insert host name. Next, I will go back to the window, and I will take the username. So this is the username. Go and copy the username. Copy username, and go back to the window. Here we have username. Paste it in. Then we will have to go and find the WordPress, the database name. So go back, and the database I will select, because I have more than one database. I will select the database. Sorry, it was not this one, but sorry, the database is here. So you will copy this one. This is the name for the database. Copy the database, go back again, and insert the database name here. So now we need to go and find out what the password is, and I will go back, and here you see the password is hidden, but if I click on this I, you will typically see what the password is. So I will now click on this I, copy the password, and hide the password again, and now go back and insert the password here in this field. So the last thing that you need to do is to give this table prefix a name. And it's very important that you give this table prefix a unique name each time when you install or set up WordPress on your domain, one.com. If not, you will overwrite the existing WordPress that you have installed. So therefore, it's very important that you give this table prefix a unique name each time when you install a new WordPress edition on your domain. So this will be basic VP, and I will keep the underline. And now I'm ready to click on the submit button. And I will click on the run installation button. And now I'm able to write in information that should be on my WordPress website. So this will be basic WordPress is the site title. The username will be my username. And here you will have to give or to find a password. So this is the password I'm using. It should be strong. And now I will enter my mail address. So you need the mail address because if something goes wrong, if you don't remember your password one day, then you will receive a mail on this email address. And the last one that says discourage search engines from indexing this site. When you're not ready, please uncheck this. But when you're ready one day and you want to have if you want to have that the search engines should discover your website, WordPress website, then click on this. But in the beginning, I'm not ready now, so I will uncheck this. And then I will click finally on the button install WordPress. And it says now success. So now I'm able to log into my WordPress website the first time. Click on the login button. Insert your username and your password. And I will click on this checkbox, remember me. Now you can click on login. And now you are actually logged in to your domain. So thank you for watching this video.